What's going on, guys? This is Wyatt, Energy Construction, and today we're on this commercial job in San Diego doing steel doors. You may have seen my video on doing the Kava locks, getting the simplex compression cups in and stuff. But today I just want to talk about some tips on installing these steel retrofit doors on existing buildings. These doors are pretty much made for new builds. If you guys have fresh framing, fresh drywall, everything's perfect. These doors are going to snap in very, very quickly and be nice and tight. But when you're going to existing stuff, it can be some trouble. These frames, for one, the width of your walls, they don't necessarily have to be perfect. You want to get them as tight as possible because these are kind of fitted by compression. But the problem is they have a minimum amount that this flange can flex before that frame starts bending. So if you have a wall that's too wide, you're going to have to do some work to it and maybe do some weird trim stuff. And the same goes with if this frame is too wide and does not fit to the wall correctly, it's not going to sit right. And you're going to have to do some shimming and stuff like that. And it can be done, but it's kind of a pain in the ass, okay? So there's two things that you want to be nice and perfect. Make sure all your measurements are good. Before you order these doors, make sure your widths are good, your heights, all that stuff. And, even give yourself about a ½ inch or something like that. The worst that comes worse is you can add a header to the top and stuff like that and bring this door down, right? You would rather the door be a little bit smaller than too large, okay? It's way easier to fur down than it is to, chop up a header and stuff, and you shouldn't be chopping up headers anyways. When you're installing these guys, you're going to be putting the header up first and then putting your legs in. This is a double door, so this is 2 hinged legs. And number one is making sure that this header is level. Try to get that perfect. When you put the legs in, of course, this is going to move. So put the leg in, re-level the header, level the leg, put the next leg in, re-level the header as needed, and re-level the legs as needed. You want these to be as perfect as possible. Take your time on it. And once this is in, you're going to set a screw down here. There's a screw hole to throw into the plate, and you're going to go ahead and put that in. It's down all the way at the bottom. And that's going to set your frame leg, both of these frame legs, from moving. Here in the corners, there's compression fittings. After you get those bottom screws in, you're going to hit the compression fittings. That's going to keep everything from moving, okay? And that is pretty much it. The next thing is, I don't have my framing square on me, but I'll just use this speed square. You want to make sure that this is square, okay? Nice and tight. See, that's nice and tight. Of course, you want to check it with a framing square, big framing square. I just don't have it around right now. So that is some tips. Like I said, if you can, put these on new framing and new drywall. It's going to be a lot easier. When you're going to existing stuff, it's going to be a lot tougher. You guys are going to have to, kind of adjust things a lot more. In the videos from the companies and stuff, these, they snap in super quick. There's no problems. That is not how it's going to go. So make sure all your headers are level. Make sure all your framing is level and square. And these should snap in very, very easily. But if you have stuff that isn't perfect, even these walls, they're not at perfect level. Okay, so I gotta, kind of shim a bit and stuff like that. I just want you to know, if you guys are a contractor and getting into this stuff, it's not going to be as easy as everybody says it is. Doors are really finicky, they can be a real problem. But the only thing you have to really worry about is level and square and the width of your jambs so that everything stays nice and tight. So I hope this helps you guys out. I know it's nothing like crazy information, crazy new information, but it's tips and tricks. Me looking at videos and stuff as I was coming into this job to make sure we were all set really was not explaining everything you'll run into. Of course, it never does. I knew that, but this is why I'm doing this video, help you guys out a bit. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments. We'll see you next time.